The 7-7 portal, Uranus entering Gemini. This is a massive day, and this is a massive moment. Of course, that's not just this moment. It's the shift of energies that we deal with in this moment. And maybe you felt it like me in the last days. These anorectic degrees in Taurus. Uranus in Taurus doesn't feel really good and tries to break old cycles and break us out of our stagnancy. And that may be have felt like a pressure cooker, something that you felt deep in your body, because it is about embodiment when we talk about our senses in Taurus and the body and the earth sign of Taurus. And maybe you felt it like I did in the last days, and this is now shifting in a big way. And what we are looking ahead to is a cycle where Uranus is for a couple of months now in Gemini, and it is supported, I would say, by Neptune and Pluto and Saturn. And it's opening up spaces, changing our paradigms, and trying to move us forwards, because Gemini is about movement, and it is about thoughts, and it's about the flexibility of the mutable signs. And so I chose, or I drew 3 cards for you to choose from, to see where this is, where one aspect is in your life now. And maybe there are different areas of your life where you want to take a look at, and maybe that's what comes up with these cards. And so the first card that I show you is the Ouroboros. And this is this card. The second card, and I don't know if I pronounce it in the right way, is the Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. And this is this card. Excuse my pronunciation if this is not the right pronunciation. And the third card is Melusine. And whatever card talks to you, just sit with a moment with the energy of these cards, and I will tell you a little bit about them in the reading, but just sit with them and follow your intuition, whatever calls to you. It might be that there are different areas of your life, different perspectives, or whatever comes up and whatever speaks to you, and maybe it's in different order. Maybe that's your first card, and maybe that's your second, or whatever comes up in your intuition, your choice. Just trust your intuition that it is the right choice, and that it will lead into some information about what is coming up for you. And now, just take your time, and I see you in your reading. Welcome, pile 1. You chose the Ouroboros, and I will tell you something in the end about this card, what this card says, and we want to take a look first at oracle cards and what comes up in your reading, so that we can see if this is resonating with you. It's a big time of change, and well, we'll see. Oh, we have a volunteer, and that is a sweet one. And we have the star, we have the lily, and we have the key. And this is like the turning of the wheel. Something is changing in your life, and it's changing for the better. It's changing for for harmony. It's following your North Star. It is about you being in this hopeful place, and maybe you through the last experiences that you had. We have a volunteer again, and wow, this is really something. Maybe you lost hope a little bit, and maybe you thought you were stuck somehow and nothing would be moving. But as you can see in these cards, it will. So there will be movement in a really great way, because it is about this following your North Star and creating harmony and your success, because you hold the key to success. And it's about the higher learning of the ninth house, exploration, going out there. It's a Sagittarian house. It's adventure, exploration. It's going out and in the midheaven and being seen with it. So it is about your new adventure that is showing up in your life, that is about harmony. Maybe it's even about sexuality. It's about family, because there is a longing for belonging. There is a longing for another way of experiencing life. And this deck is showing you that you have everything you need to do this. And maybe it is the entering of Uranus in Gemini that sets you free a little bit. As I said in the beginning, Uranus in Taurus can feel like you are stuck. You feel like stuck and nothing is moving, like being in the womb and there is no exit, right? And this is the moment where when Uranus enters Gemini, it's like opening up the world for you. That may be a cataclysmic moment when the birth canal is opening up for the child, but it is like the not exit is opening up for exiting into a new world, birthing yourself into a new world. And we have this card is called Endurance, and this card is the beautiful card of illumination. And there is something showing up that will be illuminated, that will set you free in a way that you didn't expect. And it is your it's your endurance. And maybe that is, and I want to confirm for you, even when you felt stuck in the last month, it is your endurance to hold yourself in the place, to not lose the hope that something will open up for you. And this is the confirmation that it does, because it is your endurance that led you through the storm. And look at this horse, how beautiful, colorful this horse is. It stayed in its own color, and that is so beautiful. And this card of illumination is, there is this dark sky opening up and the sun is shining through, and all the light is showing us the beauty of this horse, and like shining a light on this beauty, on this knowledge that this horse has, right? This is the knowledge that you gained, and this is why we have the ninth house. And this is the higher knowledge that you gained when you walked your path. And we have the win-win outcome, full moon in Libra showing up for you. That is really something beautiful. And we want to have, what would we want to have? I think we want to have one of these. We didn't use them for a long time, but now we do. So, pile one, that's a beautiful spread. And it's whatever is happening in your life right now, and whatever you are dealing with. This is the the beautiful, hopeful outcome that you will experience. And we have the card of the 16th gene key, and this card is the pathway from indifference to versatility and mastery. And it's overcoming, and that's where the endurance comes in. It's overcoming the tendency that we adopt when we are confronted in our childhood with difficult situations. We try to be indifferent about them. We try not to act on them. That is because we are afraid of acting out. We are afraid of being hurt. That is being able to use your talent, being able to be in this place of skillfulness, right? This is versatility, is about your own talents and your own skills, mastering yourself in the way how you deal with emotions, how you deal with situations, how and that's what you mastered in the last years when Uranus went through Taurus. 8 years of breaking old patterns. And Taurus is a place, and maybe you look up where Taurus is in your chart. Taurus is a place where we don't want to change. We just want to have security. And we want to indulge, and we want to feel and smell and taste, and we want to feel good about ourselves. And Uranus came in and it just shattered everything. And not because it wanted to destroy something. It wants you to be and to step into your own authenticity. That's what it does. And so it was like a tornado walking through your home, right? And breaking every window, every door, everything you hid, even before yourself. It opened up everything, and it said, no, you have to look at this. And I want to show you this, and I want to show you this. And you went through this. And that is the beauty in this, because now you get your reward. Because now Uranus will step into your Gemini house, and it will be more easy to deal with, because your Gemini house and Gemini as well is flexible. It's movable. It say, oh yes, let's have an adventure now. Where Taurus said, no, I don't want to change. I want to stay here. I want to have this. I want to have this. And I want to have this. And now it's going into Gemini, and now it's about this. Let's do this. And it will come back. So we are not really out forever with Uranus in Gemini. We will get it back. I think in November, the 8th of November, we get it back in Taurus to clean up the slate and to clean up what we left behind and what we didn't see that we have to resolve it. So it will come back. But we have these months now, until November, we have these months to see where we are heading into the new adventure. And it may be a new relationship. It may be you dealing with your new harmony in walking your own path. It can be moving into a new relationship and exploring sexuality in a new way. Opening up a door that was closed until now. So this is what is coming up. But what I want to invite you is like, take it as an adventure. Allow this to be an adventure for yourself. Allow this to unfold. And let's take one of these. I want to see. Pile 1. In your hero's journey. This is a portal, you know. This is a portal. This moment. Sit for a moment and envision your your vision, your future, how you envision your future. And there we have, say yes to your higher calling. Be a human, exclamation mark. By one. What can I say? I think it's beautiful. What a beautiful card to have. Be a human, exclamation mark. I really love this. And that is where you trust yourself. You trust yourself, your vision, your own way of moving forwards, because you had the endurance to come to this place. And now nobody will take it from you anymore. Nobody. And maybe you have some work to do to really step into your knowledge, to step into the higher calling, to step into the mastery. But you did so much work, and you can be sure that this win-win outcome will show up. So we want to see a couple of tarot cards. Let's see what comes up. Pile one for your next steps that Uranus will open up for you. And we have the World. We have the Queen of Cups. She mastered her emotions. This is the ending and the new beginning of the world, right? It is the ending and the beginning of having your emotions with you, because it is about this nurturing of yourself. She is the master of nurturing others and nurturing herself. And this is about the choice. And I love this depiction of the choice, you know, because it is like it is a beautiful choice that you have. What is it that you want to nurture? We have the Six of Cups. And this is like seeing all of these experiences we had in the past, seeing all of those things as something that is really that is worth nurturing, and letting all of these ideas of the past, of our experiences, letting them go as well. That's where Uranus helped us in the way that Taurus holds on to things, holds on to emotions, holds on to experiences. This was the moment where Uranus was stepping in to cut us open and to let the struggle go, you know, to let the struggle go and to let the competition go. And maybe that's about your from the past, right? And being the master of your resources. And we have the letting the struggle go of the Five of Wands and the competition go. And then we have the King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles, that is depicted in this card as a feminine, because we have in this deck, we have always two kings. One is depicted in a masculine way and one is depicted in the feminine way. And this is perfectly aligned for me with this Gene Key 16, with this versatility and with the resources that she has. This King of Pentacles has the resources with it, you know. It's everywhere. There is this castle on her head, and there is this coin in her dress, and it's all everywhere. Everywhere are these resources, and the King of Pentacles knows that. The King of Pentacles is the master of the resources. And that's where you are heading right now. You are the master. That where you step into your own mastery to head your resources, your talents, and then to let the tower fall. And I think, this is a choice. Two of Swords and connected with the tower. This is a choice. This is not happening to you. This is happening because you say so. And this is a beautiful thing because it is an ending and a new beginning at the same time. Some things have to be destroyed. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Because in the Taurian area of our life, we do things where we hold on to things. And that is what Uranus did. Destroyed those things that we held on to. And maybe that wasn't an easy process. Of course it wasn't. But it is like the choice, what is allowed to live in your head, right? What is allowed to live in your head as well. But it's this combination of the past and the ideas of the past, the perception of the past, and your choice, what kind of bird is living in your head. This is the choice. It's about your mind. And Uranus coming into Gemini is helping you making this choice. And letting the things go that have to go. That's your tower moment. And as I feel, this is really something where you tried to hold on to something and now you know that's time to let it go. And this is the intuition that comes up, the deeper knowledge that comes with you stepping into your higher knowledge and into the things that you learned along the way with all of your experiences, with all of the pain that Uranus caused in your house of trying to be stable, trying to hold on, trying to be something that you are not. That can be as well, right? And the last card that we have is the Fool. And of course, what to say about this, right? This is the new beginning. We have the end and we have the new beginning. And we have, in the beginning, I said to you that I wanted to tell you something about the Ouroboros card. And of course, this card is about life and death. This card is about destiny and about the sacred things. It's about the cycle of time and eternity. It's the perpetual movement and creating life. This is it's the hope and the rebirth of the world. The permanent up and down, like the wheel of fortune. This is the moment in time where you feel the strength of this wheel that is turning upside down. And there is following your North Star. It is like following your deepest aspirations, the force of your destiny, your transformation, this moment of transformation. This is now. And it's vital energy at the highest, right? It allows you to accept what is. And in this moment of change, when Uranus enters Gemini and exits Taurus, it's the acceptance what is. And it's letting go of the fear of solitude or of death. And it is seeing that you are a part of all of this. And you are ready. It's this, there we have this tree of life in the middle of it. You're ready to take a leap into the unknown. And this is really a beautiful conclusion to this moment in time when you are in this portal The 777 portal is for you a real new beginning. So there is, because we have this king of pentacles in a feminine way, it is about reminding yourself of your versatility, reminding yourself of the talent, and going for mastery. Letting go of the indifference, going for mastery, and allowing things to stop, allowing things to die, allowing things to be reborn again. And this is your choice. You have it in your hand. You have the power to rebirth yourself, rebirth your life, and you have to let it go at one point. And you already know what it is, right? Because there is nothing here in this that I tell you that you don't know. You already know. But it is the confirmation that you are heading in the right way, and now it is opening up. Pile 1. What a beautiful reading for you. Really beautiful. So, move on. Move through this portal and allow yourself to empower yourself to be in this place of versatility and be in this place of mastery where you show up for the next adventure. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting this channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you. And I see you soon. Welcome, pile 2. You chose the Quetzalcoatl. I don't know if I can pronounce it in the right way. It's really something. I will tell you something about this card in the end. And first we want to take a look at what is coming up in your oracle cards and what is happening in your life right now. And we have a volunteer. And we have this one, and we have this one. Let's take a look. And we have the lily. We have a book. And we have a mountain. And we want to take, and this can mean that there is something that is calling you in harmony and into a new way of experiencing harmony that is not open, that didn't open up for you yet. And we have the 10th house, and it's about authority, and we have the card of Leo and the invitation to shine. And we want to have these cards as well. And this is like there was something at the moment, and we will take a look at what is happening there. There is something in your life that you don't know yet that is showing up, and that is in the pipeline, so to speak, but not there yet. So it's like a little bit ahead, and we have a mountain to climb to get there, but that doesn't mean that you have to work hard to get your things done. I don't think that it is like this. And this is like Dharma's reflection. That is the card 28, and it's calling us about, or it's inviting us to see what is reflection and what is real. Because we can see in this eye of the horse, we can see this other horse, and we have to decide, is there really a horse? Is there a reflection that looks like a horse? Or is it in the fantasy of the horse that it sees another horse? So we don't know. And we have the card of vigilance, and this is the expectation of something bad is happening. And that can feel like you feel like there is something blocking you, and there is something waiting for you that you don't see yet. And and this is the moment when you have to rethink what you think about life, what you think about your blockages. And I'm pretty sure that Uranus in Gemini will help you to do this. And maybe that is about this past 8 years. We had 8 years of Uranus in Taurus. So it changed everything, and it didn't feel very good. It's like a bulldozer running through your life, right? Cracking up everything open that you wanted to have closed, and cracking up everything that you wanted to let go of, or you wanted to put, a better way to say it, you put into a secure surrounding so that you can deal with it. And we want to take one of these as well, and I think this is your card. And it's about your way, how you deal with the knowing and the information that you have about, and this can be knowledge as well, right? It can be an epiphany. It can be a moment of this insight. And I think Uranus will bring this to you because it's moving into a place of the place of Gemini, where your thoughts, your communication is headed, or where it is located, and your way, how you deal with your thoughts, even repetitive things. It is the invitation to move the path from deafness to insight and to epiphany. And deafness is this moment of time where we try to not hear what we have to, where we don't want to face what we have to. And that is when this Taurus area of our life, this can mean that we numb ourselves, right? That we don't have to be connected to the higher realms, that we don't have to be connected to the rules and regulations that are in this life. And this is like showing us that this is your 10th house, your authority, how you are in this life, how you show up in this life. And if you allow yourself to show up as the beautiful lion that you are, pile 2, are you willing to shine your light? Are you willing to be, and we have the first quarter moon, to be committed? And to what? And that's what the question is in this, right? Are you committed to what? To your harmony? Are you committed to the things that you hold deep inside? Are you committed to something that is like a secret? Is there something you're holding yourself accountable for that is holding you back? And this is the question, right? It's the question that is called by this. Is there a fantasy in your life that you hold on to because you had to, there is no judgment in this. But are you holding on to this fantasy? Are you holding on to projections instead of stepping into your own light and showing yourself like the beautiful bright light that you are? And this can even mean something, vigilance, about you being able to control other people. And this is, are you committed to yourself, or are you worried? And this is where vigilance comes in, right? Being connected to everybody and seeing what everybody says, thinks, and does, and trying to control the outer world by doing things for other people. But this is the invitation to be committed to yourself, right? Be committed by shining your light and being the authority in your own light and in the outer world that you can be. And maybe then you can be something that other people will follow through. Maybe that is something about a book that you have to write. Maybe it is about you stepping into the beauty that you are by committing yourself to this beauty and overcoming the mountain that you put in front of yourself. And I think it's putting you put this mountain in front of yourself, and we have the mountain as well in this 10th house. So it is about you stepping out into the world and being seen by other people, and these mountains showing up here in the projection and in the light of the Leo is for me an indication that you are afraid of showing your light really fully, because then other people might not find you so funny anymore, because you are not being handled by them, right? So this is showing up in this bright light that you really are. And we have the call, and it's honoring your own call and the whisper of your soul. And there we have this again, this card of shine your light, the Leo energy and this shining your light, and with connection to the 10th house is like the invitation of you are brilliant, you are beautiful. And when you come from the right place of your heart, it is so lovely when you give to other people. And it's not about getting something back. It's not about you giving to get something. It's about you shining your light and following your soul to move into this call and into the call that is coming from your soul. There is no such thing as no more beautiful thing as a Leo that shines from its heart. And it's about you being committed to yourself, and maybe that is what is challenging, that you held back yourself by your vigilance and by your projection because you were committed to other people. And that was the thing that wasn't really something you had to do. You have to show up for yourself. You have to be seen as yourself. And this is, and we have a volunteer here. And we'll see what that means. Pile 2. What is it that you are, what you are supposed to step into now? Because that is like the call, right? Honor the whisper of your soul and stepping into the power of your creativity. And the Queen of Wands is one of the most creative queens. She knows what she wants, and she knows what she is able to create. And she is this, she has the staff in her hand, and she is creating all these magical creatures, and she is shining her light, and she has like a flower, like the sun, right? And there is the flower of life, the seed of life in there. She is creating new life, and she has to change her mind about the things that she held on to. And the things that she held on to were blocking her from the call, from hearing her own soul. Whatever that is in your life, you can see now that it's opening up, right? And the sky is showing up while this hanged man or hanged woman, this hanged one, I want to say, is changing her mind and gaining knowledge about what is needed right now. We have the 6 of Pentacles and give and take. And I would say that this is the invitation to understand that giving yourself for the sake of other people appreciating you isn't the right way. It's about giving and taking. And that even can mean that you have to to find a way how other people have to give energy back to you. When you step in and you give something to other people, you have to honor yourself. You have to be committed to yourself, to ask for something in return, because otherwise you will be frustrated. And this is the Seven of Cups, having the choice and choosing, and being in this place where you can choose to put yourself out there. We have the choice in the ninth, in the 10th house. We have the Leo shining your light and choosing to honor your own whisper of your soul and letting go of the nightmare that is coming with this not being committed to yourself and being vigilant about other people, because then you try to be committed to other people, but it's not about you in this moment, and it has to be about you. And then we have the Emperor, who is able to have all its knowledge, all the badges and the flowers on its dress, right? And it's growing branches out of itself, right? And building castles on itself because it knows how to do that. And it's the collaboration, and it's the collaboration that comes with this give and take, and with this choosing the right people to collaborate with. And it's about this give and take of resources. And the Seven of Cups connected to the devil. And the devil, as for me, it is it can be something that is really embodying. It doesn't have to be negative. It's a Capricorn card. It's coming from the Seven of Cups into the real world, because the devil is the one who gets our ideas out of this realm of fantasy and choosing from the stars into real life and putting your call into action. I really guess that this is the moment where you are able to step into real manifestation. And that is this place where you know at this moment, you have the Two of Wands as well. She's holding the globe in her hand, but she is looking at the stars, and she's looking out there, sitting on the roof of her house and dreaming of the world. And this is the moment to step up and to step out for your own whisper of your soul, to follow your dream, to move into the world instead of holding the globe in your hand. Get off your roof and walk into the world, because then you will have a give and take. You can choose to pick from the stars, but not from the fantasy. And that's what we had in the card of the Dharma's reflection as well. Not in a way of fantasy. It is in the way of bringing your dreams into reality. And this is about creation, because you have the power to do so, to step out of your own nightmare, to step into the creation that you came here to be. And this insight will be brought by Uranus in Gemini in your world, because it will open up a new idea. It will open up the epiphanies that come with it, because it is changing into air sign now. It's changing and moving into your mind, and it is revolutionizing your mind right now. And this card, and it is really lovely that you chose this card, because it is like, it's about abundance, it's about success, and it's about sharing as well. And sharing there I mean sharing from the shining place of the Leonine, right? It's the great serpent. It's this card and this name that I cannot pronounce. And he's a god of life and dawn and wind, and in the combination of this serpent, he is representing forces, right? And the combination of you being connected to the divine world. And in the myth, this God decided to immolate himself by fire. And it said he went into the smoke to join Venus, the first star that rises at night. And I would say today she rises right now in the morning because she's a morning star. But he is a generous God who brought corn and cocoa beans to man. And in exchange, he asked only for flowers and tobacco. And this card that you chose, right, in the beginning, shows you the path to freedom that is created by giving to others, that is about giving from this right place of your soul's call. And it is the invitation that you don't feel, that you don't fear lack when you give. And that you trust, that you step into this place of trust, that everything will be given to you at the right time. And that this, where we saw in this vigilance card and in this projection, there is this fear lying underneath that you won't get what you need. But if you follow the call and you follow your own soul that wants to give in the right moment, in the right time, not to get something back, to give something. And that it's the discernment you have to make, right? This is the discernment that comes up with this devil card as well, because whatever you want, you can manifest, right? So this is the discernment of what do you really, really want? What is the call of your soul? Do you do something to get something back, or do you want to give it from your heart space? This is your decision, pile 2. And it will lead, when you learn to decide and to change your mind about how you create, why you create, and what you do you want to get back, then you have this epiphany that leads you into your light, into your shining your light into the outer world, for whatever just reason for yourself, to give yourself the empowerment to do so and to follow your path of your soul. And then life will bring the things to you that you really need. Not in the exchange. You have to learn how to exchange. That's important. When you do something that is not just coming from the shining of your light and you want to have something back, you have to voice it. And that is where Uranus will help you to move up and to move out and to say, yeah, that's what I want to do. This is, but I don't want to. You don't have to do anything for nothing. You can do things in exchange. You can ask for energy exchanges. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. And even when there is something like a call, and even when there is something that you really, really love to do, there is nothing against this calling for something in return. Because then you are on a really beautiful straight line in sight and in your breakthrough energy, where you can say, yes, I will do this for you and you will do this for me. or you give me this in exchange. And this is really, really important. But this card deck is the promise that there is something manifesting right now that leads out of your nightmare that you experienced in your manifestations, and that leads into real life, bringing your fantasy, bringing your choices into real creations and manifesting the future that you really, really want. And that is collaboration. And now it's time to get off the roof and to get into the world. Step up, step out. Pile 2. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for you and trying to help you to break through and to follow your destiny. That's your call, you know. It's your call. Thank you so much, Pile 2, for being here and for supporting the channel and its growth. Thank you. And I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 3. You chose Melusine, I think it's called. And I will tell you something in the end about this card. We want to see first if this card matches the message of your oracle cards as well, and your tarot cards. So we want to take a look at the themes that want to show themselves in this moment, and I think it's this one. And we have the heart, we have the archway, and we have the star. And this seems to be a love message, right? That you have to, that your dream about your love and how you are loved, how you move forwards in a relationship or in a love situation with your heart, through the archway into the dream of your future. And that is like, it's a beautiful message, right? That shows that you are heading into this dream, into this vision that you have for yourself. And we have the Descendant, and we have the card of Aries and the invitation to act. So what does that mean for Pile 3? And the Descendant is often about how people see us, right? But it's a kind of invitation that is connected to this card. And then we have the Herd, and we have In a Silent Way. And there we have the connection. The Herd is of course finding our tribe, finding the people that we belong to, and finding the way how we want to show up. And it's about the silent way. It's about leading from behind. It's about observing other people, observing what other people do and how other people react, and if they are your tribe or if they are not, right? If they are your herd, is it that they belong to each other and they are walking with each other in their unity. These are horses in different colors, and they are trotting or galloping, and this one is just moving slowly in this front and looking at us, right? And this one is the sky is opening up, and there is a dark sky, right? And this sky is opening it up and shining a light on this horse, and seeing all the beauty of the beauty of the horses that are moving together, but they are all different. And they show their uniquely unique the way how they are unique, I wanted to say. And they are moving together because they are a herd, they are a tribe. And it's not about following the herd impulse like a sheep. That's not what I feel with this card. This card is like honoring your uniqueness, honoring yourself in the way that you show up in the world. And we have 2. That's interesting. And confidence is the key to your success, and your dreams need a practical plan. So, I don't want to. Yes. And there is this, we have the bull here, right? We have the bull, and we have the the new moon in Leo, and we have the full moon in Taurus. And this moment in time when Uranus enters Gemini at this moment, I feel that feels like feels like a full moon in Taurus, because we had to overcome all the difficulties that came with Uranus in Taurus, that broke up all of the fixed energy that comes with Taurus, and even with Leo, right? Uranus cracked you open, and it cracked this pathway open. It maybe even cracked your heart open and opened up this pathway into the future that you really, really long for. And now it's moving into Gemini, and it's like the invitation to act now, to move forwards into the herd of people, into the direction of your tribe, by doing this in the silent way, by observing if people are belonging to you or not, if they hold the same values as you, and to step into the confidence as at being you. And this can be difficult at times when we have this fixed energy, for as Leo and Taurus represent in a way, then it can be difficult at times, because we try to find, the Taurus energy tries to find security. That is not what Uranus will bring. Uranus doesn't bring security in Gemini, as it doesn't. So it brings adventure. It brings the archway. It opens up the archway, and it asks you, are you willing to go there? Are you willing to risk to love? And this is what I feel about this. Are you willing to risk to love again? And are you willing to risk to be loved for the way that you are, by the right people? You have to let go of the wrong people. That is people see you in a specific way, and people will use you in a specific way, but this is the invitation to, are you willing to be loved by the right people for the right reasons, because you show yourself as you really are. The descendant is in opposition to the ascendant, so it is like shining the light on the ascendant. And if you, and we have this, is interesting because Aries is normally the first house. It is shining its light on you, how you are, how you really are. And it's shining its light on there. And are you willing to be confident enough to show yourself in this way, and to follow your dream, whatever your dream might be, and have the confidence to follow your dream in this moment, because you can. This is your moment in time where this door will be opening up for you to follow your dream. And are you willing to do though? And this is really something. You've won the lottery. So you make room for wonderment. And that's not, of course, not winning the lottery in in a that's what I cannot predict. If you win the lottery, I hope you do, but it is about you stepping into the place where you feel like you won the lottery, because you do, in being you and being with all of your assets, with all of your beauty. It is like you winning the lottery when you step into this place where you are honored for this skillfulness that you bring to the table. And we see, and we have the card. And this can mean, maybe you felt it in this time where Uranus was in Taurus. It felt like dislocation. It felt like being lost. And now it is time to step back into this unity, into your orientating yourself. And it's lying on top of this, your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, they do. And the Gene Key 2, is about the beauty. And this card wants to show itself. I don't know why that is. But it is about entering the unknowable. It's the 61. That's really interesting, because it is about you entering your place of inspiration again, being inspired to enter into the unknowing, and to find the beauty and the inner truth. And that is why this card wanted to show itself, because it is about this inner truth that is disrupted because Uranus went through your Taurus house, and this inner truth was disrupted because it had to be, because there was something in your life that was about you being seen by other people in a specific way, and the invitation of other people to act on it because they told you. And that's what I feel about this. It's about you being told that something about you isn't right. And this is the moment where you realize that is the shadow side of your upbringing, of your conditioning, that led into the shadow of dislocation. And dislocation for me in this moment and in this card spread means that you are dislocated in yourself, that you perceived yourself in a specific way that wasn't for your best, but it was about dislocation in the outer world as well, because you tried to get the confirmation and the confirmation and the honoring other people. You get something from other people, and this is the moment where you heal this dislocation. You step into the orientation and into the unity again, because you realize that the unity that comes with being you, and just being you, it's like to be is enough, right? And I always come with this: to be is enough. And this unity is the beauty that you find right now to empower yourself. And this is why this card showed up as the inner truth, and that it is the sanctuary of being you that leads, and that is the sanctuary of being all of you, allowing yourself to be that leads into this inspiration, into this unity that comes next, because that is like coherence. It's coherence and the same rhythm of your heart your dream and your North Star. And maybe that is something, this is the moment when you won the lottery. Because this is the moment when you step into this unity, into the hurt can show up, and in your silent way, you step into the power of being you. That is like self-empowerment on a really, really high level. Well done, Pile 3. That is so beautiful. But it was a hard way to walk. It was a path that was really something to walk, because you have both of these fixed signs in the moon cards. So I can see that you had to be cracked open. Maybe your heart was cracked open in this journey that you were on. And so I want to encourage you to move forwards and to step into this unity of being you and being all of you, That is the invitation that comes with these, to make the choice of being loved and love again. And to let go of the fight. There is this fight that held you back, and this fight was like in this competition. It's about fighting against something, not being hurt. I think this card is really beautiful depiction of the Five of Swords, because it is like being hurt and putting yourself together again and saying something like never again. I don't want to be in this place where someone can hurt me so much. And it put you in a cage, as we see in the Eight of Swords. It put you in a cage where you held yourself back in this cage to really spread your wings and to fly. And we can see that this cage is open. You can get out of this cage, and you can get out of your own nightmare that you put yourself in by believing about yourself that you are not lovable, that you cannot do this, that you cannot hold the energy of love again. And now you moved through this, and you are able to move into this love. We have the Two of Cups, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Nine of Swords, we have this rising of the swords to let them go, right? There is nothing, you have to act on letting them go. You have to act on yourself. You have to act on your own being you, not changing yourself. That's not about changing yourself. It's about accepting that you are the unique thing that you are. And then we have the movement. And this is a depiction of the Five of Wands that is like stepping into this game. Stepping into the game not for competition, for playing the game, being one that plays in this game, that plays a role. You are a player, right? You're not a player. You are an acting player in this game of life. You are not someone who's sitting back there and not non-playing, how is it called, NPA or something, non-playing actor or something in the gaming thing. That is not you. You are someone who has to step up into this game of love again. Because there is something showing up that will lead into this unity of being you and being in this place of showing up again as the connection of the being the connective part in this game of life. Look at this page of coins being the connection between the flower and the dragonfly, and having the water on its back, and the feathers on. It is so beautiful, right? Standing on top of this leaf and being the thing that it can be. And then we have these 8 of cups walking as the beautiful, in this beautiful nature, and connecting the sides. It's like connecting 2 things. And we have these twos. We have the two swans, and we have the dragonflies, and we have the butterflies and the birds, and we have the moon. And in this card, and I didn't say anything about the moon, but it is like the in this card, it is like an octopus, and there is a wolf howling to the moon, and she's sitting there as an octopus, really resourceful in her energy. She is able to sit in the dark and to sit and to look at the moon. She's able to look at her shadows. You did the work, and you did the work in a beautiful way, because we have the 5 of swords and we have the 5 of wands. You really did the work in being in this competition and fight and stepping out of your own cage to face the nightmare that came with something in your life, that came in with the swords. And now it is time to move forwards, right? To move forwards, because there is something showing up in your life that is like you won the lottery. And it's asking you to show up and to be a part of this game of life and game of love. And we have this card of Melusine. Melusine is about construction and spirituality, and about birth. And and we see her in this. We have like a woman looking out of a door, and there is a tail of a dragon, and it is like a creature. It is a fantasy creature. It's a fairy. It's a witch, right? And she was betrayed, she found the big love of her life, and it's like her name, she loved someone, and she became his wife, and she got him children, and he was a beautiful beautiful partner, and she built, because she's a fairy, she built him a castle. But the one thing she asks of him was that she wouldn't look at her on Saturdays when she took a bath. And of course, he broke his word, and he saw his wife with this dragon or snake tail that showed up when she was sitting in the bathtub. And she had to overcome her grief about this betrayal, right? And she flew from this castle, and she never returned. But she had to overcome the grief to step in again, right? And to step into, and this story tells us that it is about accepting your every side of you, whatever that is. And it can be that you are like a fairy, that you have something like mediumship, that you have the insight into something, that you are a magical being. Of course you are. And it is about you allowing yourself to be this spirit, this clairvoyant thing that even mediumship comes with this, right? And connecting with the spirits of the night and with the with whatever divination tool you're using. Maybe you're using cards, maybe you are channeling, right? And it is about this and embracing that. And it is about you embracing yourself, whatever everyone else thinks about you. With this story of this Melusine, right, teaching herself how to fly alone, how to be in the darkness and build out of it again for yourself. And so this is like pile 3, your deepest nature is revealed, and this may be something that is filled with magic. It is filled with love, right? And it's about you allowing yourself to step into this creative unconsciousness, to step into this beauty of yourself, and to allow this project, whatever that project or whatever that next step of your life is, allow yourself to step into the unity of being you and being connected with life, because it will come to fruition and it will bring something into your life that is more than you expected. Be this ladybug. And it's about luck as well. Moving this path on to that connects these different sides of the lake, that connects, or that is like the connection of always twos, and be that for other people as well. Be connected to nature like this 8 of Cups card shows us. And step into the magic that you came here to be, and step into the unknown. She walks into the unknown. She has no idea what is coming next, but she is willing to step into this place, allow herself to love again and be loved again. Beautiful, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for liking and subscribing and all of those beautiful things. And maybe you share with us what your path is and what you're about to bring out into the world, and what you are willing to act on, being this magical creature that you are. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.